Welcome everybody, this is another OSS Old School Society Raw test for the 2017 year. I'm the Music Man, we're commentating here. Otakugamefreak is taking his Raw challenge with the moderator Tetsu, and actually, I'm not the only one commentating. Please welcome the moderator Tetsu.
Hey everybody.
That intro could have gone a little better. But we're going to start off the duel with Otakugamefreak putting one card face down. Tetsu is starting off with Gordizuki, which means this must be his zombie deck. Oh wow, a lot of combos.
This is a zombie fusion deck that I'm using right here. It likes to go into various cards such as being able to reuse over and over and over again cards like Red Eyes, why did I say Red Eyes? I'm sorry, cards like Thousand Eyes Restrict, Dragon Necro, Nether Soul Dragon, Reaper on a Nightmare, and the Panzer Dragon.
That's a lot of names. And you can always search for them when we finish. Oh, smart move by Game Freak. The card Sankin, its ability can still activate even because it got sent to the graveyard, not just destroyed by battle. Smart move by Game Freak, but highly unlikely he was able to anticipate Tetsu like that. Game Freak will draw.
Well, that's why I said that I had so much hope for Otakugamefreak, because they actually are very creative and very intuitive as duelists.
I see.
Oh boy, I'm facing a Saffiras. This might be fun, guys. We might actually get to see Tetsu struggle.
Fantastic. That's what we like to see here. So we have a good light versus dark. This is going to be fun. Everyone's going to have fun here. Tetsu had a really good opening turn. And here's that ritual spell, Hymn of Light. And it's going to bring out the Queen of Dragons. 2,500 attack points.
That was a Djinn Demolisher of Rituals that was used as part of the tribute for Saffiras.
Clever, clever girl. Anyone who doesn't know what Demolisher of Rituals does, it is a card. You can banish this card from the graveyard as one of the monsters required for a ritual summon. If the player ritual summons using this card, that ritual summoned monster cannot be targeted by the card effects of the other player. Very smart move for someone who also uses Thousand Eyes Restrict. So Queen of Dragons, thank you for your service. Tetsu puts down Mizuki after the Gozuki got destroyed.
Yeah, this is going to be a very difficult match for sure. I can't wait to see how this pans out.
Well, so far so good for Tetsu. Mizuki got banished in order for Gozuki to happen. His second Mizuki gets destroyed.
And I misclicked. Oh,
yes,
well.
Yes he did. But hey, that'll be next turn.
Oh, I don't mind. So long as that Mizuki is in the graveyard, I'm fine.
Then the inevitable will come eventually. Manchu with the Thousand Hands ability will bring out another Hymn of Light.
I certainly am squirming right now, Music Man.
I think you can be in very good hands. But we'll see what happens. Queen of Dragons will attack Gozuki. 800 life points are gone. Tetsu's down to 4,600. Manchu with the Thousand Hands is yet to be attacked, but it looks like he cannot put down another zombie monster from his hand.
Or maybe that is not that I can, and it's that I won't.
Very true. And Manchu refuses to attack as well. Mizuki gets banished, and we have Endless Mummy come out. It can be a very good card if you get it out early enough.
Like this.
Yep. Endless Decay attacks Queen of Dragons. Oh,
wow.
Honest.
Oh my goodness.
You just got honested, man.
I might actually get flawless this round. In fact, it's not even a might. I will be getting flawless.
And here comes the trend. Oh, he chooses draw 2 cards and discard. Personally, I would always go with the Honest. I'd always grab Honest back so I can use them again.
Well, at this point, Otaku is sitting pretty at 8,000 attack. I'm sorry. Otaku sitting pretty at 8,000 life points to my 2,100, with the ability to actually go lethal right now.
And I think that is what he has in mind, Chief. Because Hymn of Dragons and another Queen of Dragons. Hence, the ritual spell card is activated, and it's gonna go rough right here. Queen of Dragons gets discarded for his third Queen of Dragons, 2 level 6s. Crazy thing we're seeing right now. But Tetsu has 1 card face down, Zombie Master on the field, and Zombie World. 700.
And that's all she wrote.
And that is the end of our first game. Otakugamefreak sweeps Tetsu. But here's the most important part right here. The in-between the games. The sighting. This can change a lot of the game right here. This can change how decks are structured and how the decks are played. Let's just see if Otakugamefreak can adjust his better than Tetsu right here.
Yes, this is definitely the portion of the match that will decide everything. Especially considering I just pulled my favorite combination in this zombie deck.
Ooh, we cannot wait to see it, but first it is Otakugamefreak's turn. He has the opening bout, and we'll look at the decks one more time. Otakugamefreak is sporting a 43 card deck with 4 in his extra, while Tetsu has a 40 card deck with 8 in his extra deck. So, I mean, it's very interesting to see both. Rituals versus zombies.
And we can also tell that Otakugamefreak is using a Saffiras, possibly Saffiras Chaos ritual deck. And I, of course, am using a zombie fusion deck that techs and zombie tribute block.
Right, with your addition of Zombie World in there, it makes many cards less likely. But using ritual summons as a primary source kind of hurts. But Galaxy Cyclone takes out Hymn of Light. That's 1 less chance someone will fusion summon. And Tetsu's going to direct attack.
And I get out the Getsufuma that with the Zombie World field spell card becomes completely overpowered.
Absolutely.
Being able to destroy literally any monster on the field just by attacking or being attacked.
Yeah, that's the key word right there, between the words battles and attacks. That's tough right there. That Getsu card is tough, Tetsu. That's all I have to say. But maybe that was intentional.
And going for that tribute summon Endless Decay.
Endless Decay can be a very strong card, especially at the start of the duel, as its attack.
If I get Veilered right here, or Ghost Ogred. Okay, I see you, Game Freak. I see you.
Oh snap! Yeah, that's a nice counter right there. Either turn, when a monster on the field activates its effect, or when a spell and trap card is already fused upon the field activates its effect, you can send this card from your hand or your side of the field to the graveyard and destroy that card on the field.
It's one of the 3 of what a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players refer to as the Ghost Lolies.
Elaborate. Or does not need to be elaborated. But Uni-Zombies...
they are a series of hand traps, and I actually misclicked there. They are a series of hand traps that are commonly used in the metagame. The primary one that is used is actually Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, which basically stops searching.
Interesting deal. If Unizombie is able to discard Mizuki, it's going to bring out Endless Decay for another round. And its attack is now 3150. That's half of Game Freak's life points. And now he's down to 1850.
And now Game Freak is sitting in a very precarious position.
Though with 7 cards,
I certainly hope he has something he can bring to the table.
Though with 7 cards in his hand, it will be likely that he will. Maybe he's waiting for a combo. But if he has to do anything now is the time to do it. What is he figuring out? He hasn't been able to put down many cards recently. So the question is, can he?
I'm wondering where the overwhelming pressure from the first round went.
I guess it just all depends what happens when it happens. Sometimes you get a really good opening hand, and that sets the pace. Tetsu, you had a really good opening hand. You had a really good opening hand at the start. And it just continued from there. Tetsu dominates the field with 2 zombie monsters, 2 face-down spell or traps, and 1 card in his hand. A little weak on the hand game, but whatever works. Seems like we may be losing Game Freak, but maybe he's just in deep, deep thought.
It does seem that Otakugamefreak is perhaps away from keyboard or disconnected.
Alright, we'll be quickly right back when we find out otherwise. Oh, here we go. He has actually been here the entire time. But he will put down Zappion the Time Lord. It cannot be special summoned, but you can normal summon this card without attributing if you control no monsters. It cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. But Tetsu will activate Dimension Guardian as a protection. Return the front lines as well. Becomes Getsu. Looks like he is curious.
I literally only did that because he'd be shuffling my back row into my deck anyways.
Valid.
And I wanted to get Getsu back on the field.
Smart move. The Time Lord will protect him for 1 turn, then it will have to go back to the deck. And via its effect, Dimensional Circle is going to go right into the deck. Geki is no good here. You can't end this duel right away.
I may or may not have misread that.
You probably have.
It's all good.
And Kazuki's ability puts another Mizuki in the grave. And Unizombie becomes level 5. To send Red Eye Zombie Dragon to the grave. Mizuki goes, brings out Red Eye Zombie Dragon. He's going for overkill here.
Do nothing because Otaku can't take damage from an attack involving a Time Lord, much like Metaion, which is now going to completely decimate my field.
It's a good thing you put all those cards in there, right? 1500's gone from Tetsu.
Rough.
Did not expect all those Time Lords. There is a reason why Doctor Who is the last Time Lord in existence, not in the card game, because all these other Time Lords are annoying. Kazuki is summoned. Another Mizuki is brought to the grave. This is his last Mizuki, so hopefully he can do it justice. But also a fun deal.
And I have to end there.
The fun part here is he has 5 of the cards in his hand. If Kazuki is destroyed and sent to the grave, or just sent to the grave in general, he can bring out any zombie monster from his hand. So we are in a very crazy predicament. But if we know one thing from this duel, no one is out yet. Game Freak activates Terraforming. And I'm not sure about that field.
Oh dear. So here comes some of the Saffiras plays. Saffiras Time Lord. I never expected that combination.
Yeah, I can agree. But for right now, we're going to have a card face down, and we'll see where it goes from there.
I'm just hoping I draw my zombie world.
Absolutely. Then you can bring out one of your killers.
That would be fun.
It would be cool. It'd be interesting to see. I'm surprised you haven't drawn it yet.
You and me both.
Yeah.
But it must, I do have to be honest, I am impressed that Otakugamefreak is holding out as well as he is.
Hey, you never count. The duel is not over till the last life point is lost. Zombie Master is summoned, Zombie Dragon is discarded, and Mizuki is not brought to the field, brought to the field. 3 monsters. Let's see what is under that face down. Mizuki attacks. It's Diminisher of Rituals.
If this is a mirror force, I'm
1800.
please tell me that you've
Kazuki.
got something. No.
And Tetsu wins with
Otaku
60.
did hold out very well.
But it wasn't enough. Hopefully Otakugamefreak can make more adjustments to his deck, and we'll see Game 1 being the victor, Match 1 be victor for Otakugamefreak. So Tetsu.
Alright, so this is 1-1 for the first match of Otakugamefreak's Ra Challenge. Oh, and we're already starting out with a very great stun card, Doom Caliber Knight.
Though it's more of a one-time stun, because any monster effect that goes off, it has to activate. So it's whoever makes the first move.
One might just be able to bait, however.
Or more of a standstill. We'll see what happens. Yep. Doom Caliber Knight activated on Thousand Knights Restrict. Here's a polymerization, something we've not seen from Tetsu yet. 2 zombies, and we bring out Dragon Necro Nether Soul Dragon. Oh snap, are we looking at a complete finish here? Oh no.
It's entirely possible.
He just can't bring it out yet.
Nope, not yet.
Dragon
Otaku
Neck.
still has 1,000 life points left.
Just gotta say, that's a
And
killer.
I am completely hellbent.
That is
with
just...
no Mizuki in graveyard. So if he can nuke my field, he might have a very good chance of winning.
Well, let's see what happens. Otakugamefreak has 5 cards in his hand. Yep. 1 card face down. And a rip comment. So tell me, Tetsu, where did you find, I remember you telling me earlier, Otakugamefreak is your student.
Yes, my recruit. I recruited Otakugamefreak from Dueling Book, from actually Dueling Book rated. I was going in with my Red Eyes Hero deck, and I stumbled across this particular user who was using a Dark Magician deck. It was either Dark Magician or Magician Girls. I think it was Dark Magician. And he just completely decimated me, but he had the right personality, the perfect fit for the old school society, so I just had to recruit him. Anyway, that was the duel, that was the Ra Challenge. A round of applause to Otakugamefreak for putting up one hell of a fight. That was an amazing deck, and I really can't wait to see what he does next time.
This may be the end of the Raw Challenge, but this is not the end of his tenure here at the OSS. He will come back bigger, better, and stronger, and we'll see how far he can go. Until next time, I am the Music Man, my partner Tetsu, and we will see you soon.